Hello friends, I am Vidya Patil, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering in Sharad Institute of Technology, Polytechnic, Yatra. Today we are going to start our fifth unit, that is refrigeration and air conditioning, for the subject power engineering and refrigeration. In this session we are going to cover the principle of refrigeration system, necessary and applications of refrigeration, and various terms of refrigeration like unit of refrigeration, energy efficiency ratio, that is EER, seasonal energy efficiency ratio, that is SEER, and coefficient of performance, that is COP, and refrigerating effect, that is RE. We start from the refrigerator and refrigeration system. Before that, first we know what is refrigeration. Okay, this refrigeration is defined as it is the branch of science that deals with the process of reducing and maintaining the temperature of confined space or material that is below the temperature of that surrounding. Okay, the system maintained at lower temperature, that system is known as refrigeration system, and it is equipped the equipment which is used to obtain this, that is known as refrigerator. Okay, here in this we see refrigeration is the method of reducing temperature of a system that is below the surrounding temperature and maintain it at lower temperature, okay, by continuously abstracting the heat from it. And the device which is used or a system which is used to maintain the low temperature below the atmosphere temperature within the required space, that is refrigerator. Okay, now we see here the principle of the refrigeration. Okay, here the according to the Glossier's statement of the second law of thermodynamics, heat does not flow from the lower temperature region to the high temperature region without the help of the external energy. That means to flow the heat from low temperature to the high temperature, there is a necessity of the external energy. Okay, thus in order to transfer this heat from low temperature to high temperature, work must be supplied to the refrigerator, and which produces the cooling effect, such as cooling. That cooling may be obtained by one of the principle, like by chemical means, by using the chemical, by means in which the chemical reaction is carried out to absorb the heat for its completion, and the heat required for the reaction that is taken from the substance to be cooled, or by bringing the substance to be cooled directly or indirectly in contact with the some cooling medium such as chilled water or ice. Okay, also that by using the mechanical or heat energy to operate the heat pump, that is also used by using these three principles. First by mechanical energy, second by bringing the substances that is cooled directly or indirectly in contact with some cooling mediums, and third is by using the mechanical or heat energy, okay, to operate that pump. Here in this figure we can see here there is how does it works. That means here in this figure we can see there is a low temperature reservoir and there is a high temperature reservoir, and there is in middle section of these two reservoirs there is a work input. Okay, at low temperature reservoir there it heat is observed, and at the high temperature reservoir heat is rejected. Okay, and the work input is there, which is I already explained that the work does not flow from low temperature region to high temperature region without the help of that external energy. Here the work input, without the help of this work input, energy does not flow from this low temperature reservoir to the high temperature reservoir. Okay, this is the principle of this refrigeration system. Now we see the necessity and applications of this refrigeration system. In mechanical refrigeration is used and it serves human beings throughout their life. Okay, it has many applications in manufacturing of ice, preservation of food, and air conditioning and refrigeration. Okay, First, we see the industrial applications. In industrial applications, we can see here there is a in ice plant and cold storages, in large packing plants, also milk processing plants, in industrial plants such as refineries, chemical plants, rubber plants, textile mills, and metrology labs also, and also treatment of the air for the blast furnace in industrial applications. Also the in preservation of perishable goods, that is in freezing, chilling, storage and transportation, also for of food stuff including the beverages, meat, poultry products, okay, in and also the fish, fruits, vegetables, and in storaging of ice, blood and medicines, also used in preservations of the photographic films, okay. In preservation of the preservation perishable goods, okay. And third is the providing comfortable environment, where the industrial conditions or in comfort air conditioning, and also in various applications like in chemical industries for separating and liquefying the gases, also in manufacturing industries and storing ice, and for the preservation, also for cooling water, controlling humidity of air, manufacture and heat treatment of steels, also for chilling the oil to remove the wax in oil refineries, and also for the preservation of tablets and medicines in pharmaceutical industries, also for the preservation of the blood tissues, and comfort air conditioning and the hospital's status. The all three types of applications are combined here in this slide, okay. Next, now we see the various terminologies of refrigeration, okay. We start from the refrigerating effect, that is denoted by N, okay. The refrigeration effect is the rate at which the heat is absorbed from the body or space to be cooled, is known as refrigerating effect. The refrigerating effect is expressed in kilowatt. Also in simple words, it is the rate of heat removal from the evaporator. When the refrigerating effect is stated in terms of refrigeration, then it is also known as the refrigerating capacity, okay. Here it is here in this slide we define as the quantity of heat extracted from the cold body or space to be cooled in a given time, that is N is equal to heat extracted from the cold space divided by time taken, okay. Next is the specific heat of water and ice, okay. That specific heat of water and ice is the quantity of heat required to raise or lower the temperature of 1 kg of water or 1 kg of ice, okay, through 1 Kelvin or in 1 second. This is a specific heat of water, that is CPW, or a specific heat of ice, that is CPs, is equal for the water is CW is equal to 4.19 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and for the ice 2.1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, okay. That is specific heat of water and ice. Next, that is energy efficiency ratio. The energy efficiency ratio of room air conditioners, room air conditioners efficiency is measured by energy efficiency ratio, that is EER, and EER it is the ratio of cooling capacity divided by power input, sorry. For example, if we take 1 ton of refrigeration air conditioning which consumes 1000 watts, okay, then the energy efficiency ratio of the air conditioners can be calculated as refrigerating capacity. First we have to calculate the cooling capacity, okay, that is refrigeration capacity. And if we take 1 ton of refrigeration, then we have to convert that 1 ton of refrigeration into kilowatt, that is 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 3517 watts, okay. And power input is already that is if we take power input at the 1000s, that we calculated EER by taking the ratio of cooling capacity divided by power input, that is energy efficiency ratio calculation. Now we see the seasonal energy efficiency rating. Okay, the efficiency of air conditioners is often rated by the seasonal energy efficiency ratio, that is SEER, which is defined as the ratio of cooling output during a typical cooling season to the total electric energy input during the same period. And the higher the units, that is SEER rating, the more the energy efficiency. Okay, and here also we see if the areas of country where the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit or higher, most of the times the air conditioners is on, and the ER is usually more accurate. Okay, for more moderate climates like southern California, the SEER, that is seasonal energy efficiency ratio, is better measurement. Okay, next is the capacity of refrigeration unit. Okay, the capacity of mechanical equipment is generally given in HP. Okay, and the electric equipment in kilowatt. Similarly, in capacity of refrigerator unit is given in tons of refrigeration. But before that, we see the capacity of refrigeration machines as expressed by their cooling capacity, and the standards used for the expressing the capacity of refrigerating machine is ton of refrigeration, and 1 ton of refrigeration is the quantity of heat abstracted in refrigerating effect to freeze 1 ton of water into 1 ton of ice in a duration of 24 hours at 0 degree centigrade. That means 1 ton of refrigeration is the quantity of heat abstracted to freeze 1 ton of water into 1 ton of ice in a duration of 24 hours at 0 degree centigrade. Here, heat extracted from at 0 degree centigrade is equal to latent heat of ice, and latent heat of ice is equal to 336, that is 336 kilojoule per kg. That means 336 kilojoule of heat should be extracted from 1 kg of water at 0 degree centigrade to convert it into ice, that is 1 ton of refrigeration. Okay, now next, here the calculation is given for the 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 336 into 1000 in kilojoule per 24 hours. But if we want to convert this to in minutes, that means here given 24 hours, but if we want to convert in minutes, that we have to divided by 60. We have to divide this term into 60, that is 336 into 1000 divided by 24 hours into 60. That means 1 ton of refrigeration is equal to 233.33 kilojoule per minute. And again we want to convert in second, then again we converted as a 3.8889 kilojoule per second. Okay, that is one calculation of 1 ton of refrigeration in 24 hours, in minute, and in second. Next is the coefficient of performance. The coefficient of performance is defined as the ratio of heat extracted in given time to the work input. Here coefficient of performance is equal to heat extracted in evaporator divided by work input, and also in it is the ratio of refrigerating effect divided by work input. So coefficient of performance is equal to N divided by W, and this coefficient of performance is always greater than 1, and this is known as theoretical coefficient performance. Okay, that is N divided by W. Also the coefficient of performance refrigerator is also defined as the ratio of refrigerating effect to the work input to achieve the refrigerating effect, that is again QA is also notations used, that QA divided by W net, and here QA is the heat extracted in refrigerator, and W net is the net work supplied to the system. That means COP of refrigerator. There this is next notation. Another notations are used. that is COP of refrigerator is equal to QA divided by W net. And here in this slide I have given coefficient of performance is equal to N divided by W. Okay, okay, in this session we complete the principles of the refrigeration system and what is refrigeration, their necessity and applications of refrigeration, and their various terminologies like energy efficiency ratio, unit of refrigeration, and seasonal energy efficiency rating. Okay, in next video we are going to learn the vapor compression cycle, okay, and their applications also. Thank you.